So today's lecture is about sedative and hypnotics. In the previous class, we have studied about the drug toxicity. So students have know about the sedative and hypnotics drug. The content of the slide is purely for the education purpose only. The content in the slide is taken from the book Pharmacology, written by the Dr. K.D. Tripathi, 7th edition, and publication is 2013, and main sources. Objective of the study is about you will now come to know about sedative, hypnotics, sleep, barbiturates, benzodiazepines, and pharmacokinetics, uses and adverse effects of the drug. So, sedative, a drug that subdues the excitements and calm and the subjects without inducing sleep through drowsiness may be produced. Sedations refer to decrease responsive to any level of stimulation is associated with some decrease in motor activity and ideation. So, what is about the hypnotics? A drug that induces and maintains sleep similar to normal arousable sleeps. This is not to be confused with the hypnosis, meaning a trance-like state in which the subject becomes passive and highly suggestible. The sedative and hypnotics are more or less global, CNS depressant, and with somewhat differing time action and dose action relationship. Those with the quicker onset, short duration of the steepest dose response curves are preferred as hypnotics, while more slowly acting drugs with flatter dose responsive cures are employed as sedative. However, there are considerable overlap. A hypnotics at the lower dose may act as sedative. Thus, sedations, hypnosis, general anesthesia may be regarded as inducing grade of the CNS depressions. Hypnotics gives in higher dose can produce general anesthesia. However, benzodiazepine that is ZDS cannot be considered non-selective or global CNS depressant like barbiturates and other treatments of the insomnia is most important use of this class of drug. So alcohol, another important thing, alcohol and opium has been the oldest hypnotic and continuous to be used for this purpose of the self-medication by the people. Bromides introduced in 1857 are now obsolete. So are the other chloral hydrates in 1869 and paraldite in 1882. Fisher and von Mering introduced the barbitones in 1903 and phenobarbital in 1912. Barbiturates regained supreme till 1960s when the benzodiazepam started eroding their positions and have not totally replaced them. So, in the meantime, a number of other sedative hypnotics, that is the glutamides and methylprednisolone and methaqualone were introduced, but none was significantly different from the barbiturates. So all are redundant now. Some of the non-benzodiazepine hypnotics have become available for over the past 2 decades, and the novel melatonin receptors agonist Ramelton has been introduced in occurs which may be recalled in the subjects is aroused and heart rate BP fluctuates, respiration is irregular, muscles are fully relaxed but irregular body movements occur occasionally. So erections occur in male. About 20 to 30% of the sleep time is spent in rapid eye movements. So normally stage 0 to 4 and the rapid eye movements occurs in that is called REM occurs in succession over a period of 80 to 100 minutes. Then stage 1 and 4 that is 1 and 4 that rapid eye movements is repeatedly cyclically. So, what are the drugs? Barbiturates that is long acting, short acting, and ultra short acting. So, long acting drugs are phenobarbital, short acting drugs are butobarbitone and thiopentone, and the ultra short acting that is the pentobarbitones and methotrexate. So, what are the benzodiazepine drugs that is used in the hypnotics? That is diazepam, flurazepam, natrazepam, alprazolam, temazepam, and triazolam. So anti-anxiety drugs. So what are they are? They are called diazepam, chlorodiazepoxides, oxazepam, lorazepam, and alprazolam. So these are drug used as an antioxidants. So another drug, what is the anticonvulsants? What are the drugs? They again the diazepam is used as anticonvulsants. Lorazepam is also again used as anticonvulsants, and clonazepam is also used as anticonvulsants, and clobazam this again used as an anticonvulsant. So lot of drug which is again used in hypnotics in the anti-anxiety and then case of the anticonvulsant. So diazepam is the only drug which is used in the all the cases of the hypnotics and anti-anxiety and anticonvulsant. Rest are the different drugs. So near non-benzodiazepam hypnotics, that is the Zoplicon, Zoplidem, and Zalpelon. So oral hydrates, that is the name of the drugs, triclofos, paraldehydes, glutamides, metaprenones, and the meprobams are the historical sedative and hypnotics no longer used in now. So in addition to this antihistaminics, that is the promethazone, dimethylamine, some of the neuroleptic antidepressants are the chloromazine and amitriptyline. Some of the anticholinergics are hyoscines and opiates. Pethidine have the significant sedative actions but are not reliable for the treatment of the insomnia. So barbiturates have been popular hypnotic and sedative of the last century up to 1960s. So this drug has been used up to this year. So but are not now used to promote the sleep or calm patient in patients. So however they are described first because they are the prototype of the CNS depressants. So, what are the pharmacological actions? The barbiturates have general depressions for all the excitatory cells. The CNS, that is central nervous system, is most sensitive, where the effects is almost global, but certain rare are more susceptible. CNS CNS barbiturates produce the dose-dependent effects, that is sedation, and after getting sedated, it will go to sleep, and after that the anesthesia, and lastly will be the coma. So this is the process how whenever this drug is injected in the body, and how the patients are behaving and how their action is coming. So last and ultimate is coma. So hypnotic dose shortens the time taken to fall asleep and increase sleep duration. So this is the one of the things which is comes after the injection of the hypnotics and sedative drugs. So the sleep is arousable, but the subject is the features of this drug. So, but the subjects may feel confused and unsteady if wakened early. So, night awakenings are reducible. Rapid eye movements. So, it is stage 3 and 4 are decreased, and rapid eye movements as NEM, non-rapid eye movements, sleep cycle is disrupted. So, the effects of the sleep becomes progressively less marked if the drug is taken every nightly consecutively. A rebound increase in the rapid eye movements and the nightmares is often noted when the drug is discontinued. So whenever this drug is continued, so there will be rapid eye movements will be more in this condition. So after the few nights of use, it is taken several nights for the normal pattern to be restored. Hangovers, dizziness, distortions, mood irritability, and lethargy may occur in the morning after the night doses. So what is about sedative? So sedative doses is smaller dose of the longer duration acting barbiturates gives the daytime can produce the drowsiness. So whenever it is given in the daytime, they may produce drowsiness, reduction in anxiety or excitability and excitability. However, they do not have the selective anti-anxietic actions. Barbiturates can impair learning, short-term memory, and judgment. So this is the one of the side effects of the sedative drugs. They have no analgesic effects. So and small doses may even cause hyperglycemia, euphoria, may be the experienced by the addictions. So barbiturates have the anticonvulsant properties. So they are the 5-phenyl substituted compound of the phenobarbitones have the higher anticonvulsant sedative ratio, that is they have the specific anticonvulsant actions independent of the general CNS depressions. So higher dose of the barbiturates induce a predominance of the slow high voltage EEG activity. So whenever you take the EEG electroencephalogram in the graphic presentation, so there will be induce the parent slow and high voltage will be seen in the graphic presentation. So progressive burst suppressance occurs if the dose is increased. Further barbiturates depress all the areas of this CNS, that is central nervous system. So if when you will get the EEG graph, so this will be again seen the activities how they electrically they are shown in the graphic presentations. Pharmacokinetics of the drug barbiturates and oil are well observed in the GI tract. They are widely distributed in the body. The rate of entry in the CNS is depend on the lipid solubility. Highly lipid soluble, that is thiopentone, have practically instantaneous entry, while less lipid soluble ones, that is the phenobarbitone, takes longer time. Phenobarbitones enters very slowly. Plasma protein binding varies with the compound. Examples are thiopentene 75% and the phenobarbitone, that is 20% barbitones, arouses crosses the placenta and is secreted in the milk, can produce effects on the fetus and the sucking infant. So whenever this drug is given for the feeding mothers, so again we have taken care. If the mother is feeding, then this will be this drug can passes to the child by the from the milk. So there should be cautiously we can use this drug those who are in the feeding. So there is a chances of this drug to go to the fetus in the child. So we have to taken care before giving any of this disease. So three processes are involved in the termination of the action of the barbiturates. The relative importance of the each varies to the compound. So that is what is the redistribution. It is important in the case of the highly lipid soluble thiopentine. After IV injections, consciousness is regained in 6 to 10 minutes due to redistribution, while the limited disposal occurs in the metabolism. That is the half-life of this drug is 9 hours. So what is about the metabolism? Drug are intermediate lipid solubility, short acting barbitones are primarily metabolized in the liver. So by the oxidation and the alkylations and the conjugations, the plasma half-life of the drug is 12 to 40 hours excreted. How the drug will be excreted from the body? The barbitones with the low lipid solubility, long-acting agents are significantly extended by a change in the urine. The half-life of the phenobarbital is 80 to 120 hours. The alkylation of the urine increases and excretion. This is the most significant in case of the long-acting agents. So, uses and adverse effects of the hypnotic drugs. Except what are the uses? Except for the phenobarbitons in epilepsy and thiopentine in anesthesia, is no other barbitons are used now. So, other hypnotics and analgesic they have been superseded by the benzodiazepam drugs. So again, the hypnotic drug is no use, so benzodiazepam is more used now. So they are occasionally implied as treatment in the psychosomatic disorders. Psychosomatic, the phenobarbital is available in the drug form, that is in the 30 and 60 milligram oral tablets. We can give this drug in OD as once in a day or in TT as thrice a day, and other drugs is available also in the injectable form in the 100 and 200 milligram IM or intravascular use. So drug is available in the name of the cardinal 30 milligram, 60 milligram tablets and 20 milligram per 500 ml 5 ml syrups form. So other drugs is luminal 30 milligram tablets and the phenobarbital sodium, that is 200 milligram milliliter of injections. So what are the adverse effects of hypnotic drugs? Side effects are hangover was commonly seen as after the use of the barbiturates as hypnotics. On repeated use, they are accumulated in the body, produce tolerance and dependence. So mental confusion may be there. So impaired performance. So performance may be checked, maybe can be seen in the patient those who are taking this hypnotic drugs. And traffic accidents may are common whenever this hypnotic drug are used. So idiosyncrasy in occasional patients, barbitones produce excitements. There, this is more common in the elderly perceptions in porphyria in susceptible individuals is another idiosyncratic reactions. So hypersensitive rashes, swelling of the eyelids, lips, ascity are common in atopic individuals. What is atopic? Atopic refers to the genetic tendency to develop allergic diseases Example: rhinitis, asthma, and atopic dermatitis.